Hey folks, in this lecture we will learn how to set up MySQL for our Python projects. We'll install MySQL, set up a working environment. Let's get started. We first need to download and install the MySQL software. We start by opening a web browser like Chrome on our Windows system. In the address bar at the top, we type mysql.com and press enter to go to the official MySQL website. Once the page opens, we move our mouse to the top of the screen and click on the Downloads tab. This takes us to a new page. Here, we scroll down until we see the section that says MySQL Community GPL Downloads. This is the free version meant for developers. We click that link, and on the next screen, we choose the option called MySQL Installer for Windows. After clicking on it, we are given two choices. One is a smaller web installer that downloads extra files during installation. The other is a full version that includes everything. If your internet is fast, you can go with the web version. But if you prefer to have all files already included, download the full version. After deciding, we click the download button next to our choice. The website might ask us to log in or sign up, but we don't need to do that. We click the small link that says, "No thanks, just start my download." The file now starts downloading to our downloads folder. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you. Once the installer finishes downloading, we simply click on it. A small window appears and Windows begins preparing the MySQL installer. Once it's ready, we reach the screen called Choosing a Setup Type. Here we choose a full because it installs everything we need: the server, workbench, and tools we'll use with Python and PyCharm. Next, the installer shows a list of items that are ready to install. We click the Execute button to install them. It installs each part one by one. Now it's going to take some time. Let's wait until it's completed. When everything shows as complete, we click Next to move to the setup steps. We start with type and networking. We keep the default option as development computer and make sure the connection type is TCP/IP with port number 3306. We leave everything else as it is and click Next. In the authentication method step, we keep the first option. Now we set a root password and confirm it. This password is very important. We'll use it to connect Python to MySQL. Now we're at the Windows Service screen. We leave all options checked, so MySQL starts automatically when Windows turns on. We also keep the service name as MySQL 80 and click Next. In server file permissions, we allow MySQL to access its data folders. We choose the first option, which is recommended, and move on. Next, we reach the Apply configuration screen. We click Execute to apply all settings, like firewall rules, security, and starting the server. After completing the MySQL server setup, the installer opens the MySQL router configuration screen. This part is used when you plan to set up a multi-server database system, like a cluster. But for regular development work with Python and PyCharm, we don't need to change anything here. So we leave all settings as they are and click the Finish button. Next, we return to the product configuration window. Now it shows that the MySQL server setup is complete. The router doesn't need configuration, and only samples and examples are left to configure. We click Next to continue. On the new screen, we see the MySQL server version 8.0.42 listed, and it's already running. It asks us to enter the root password we set earlier. We type the password and click the check button. If the password is correct, it shows connection succeeded in green. Once the connection is confirmed, we click Next and arrive at the Apply configuration page for samples and examples. This part prepares some default databases that we can use for testing. We click Execute, and it starts applying these changes. After a few moments, everything shows as complete. Now we see the final product configuration summary screen. Here, all three products, server, router, and samples, show configuration complete. We click Next again to move on to the very last screen. Now we are at the installation complete screen. This confirms that MySQL has been installed successfully on our system. There are two checkboxes here. Start MySQL Workbench after setup. Start MySQL Shell after setup. We leave both boxes checked so that we can open them right away. We click Finish to close the installer. After that, the MySQL shell opens in a black terminal window. This is a tool used for typing commands directly, but we don't need to use it right now unless we want to work with commands instead of visual tools. Next, the MySQL Workbench also opens. This is the main tool we will use. On the welcome screen, we see a box labeled Local Instance MySQL 80 with the root user and port number 3306. This confirms that everything has been installed correctly. MySQL is now fully working on our system, and we're ready to create databases, connect with Python, and start building GUI apps in PyCharm. Once all steps are completed successfully, we are ready to go. MySQL is now installed, set up, and ready to connect with Python and PyCharm. So this is a simple explanation of how to download, install, and fully configure MySQL on a Windows system, step by step. See you in the next lecture, and let's keep learning together.